welcome to Brink of Tomorrow. This is Adrian, and I'm going to give you a quick update about my post-surgery recovery. This is day 2 after surgery. So, surgery was Thursday. Yesterday I considered day 1, which was Friday, and today is day 2. But I'm going to give you a quick recap of my last 2 days after surgery. So just to let you know what happened for me on the day of my surgery, on the day prior to surgery, I had to call the hospital and find out what time my surgery was. It turned out it was at 6 a.m., which is very, very early for me. So I showed up at the hospital a little bit before 6, and I went to admitting and went up to the surgery waiting area. I wasn't brought into the surgical ward until around 8 o'clock, but at that point, my plastic surgeon brought me in to do markings on my breasts. So they did all the markings where the incisions were going to be, but also where just general guidelines, things shift when you lay down, so there's a lot of extra markings. It's a little bit intimidating, but that's okay. You just kind of have to trust that they know what they're doing. And then around 8:30, I was brought into the actual operating room, where I was asked a few additional questions by the anesthetist. And after asking me to put the face mask over my face just to relax, I can't remember anything else after that. I woke up around noon in the observation area. The observation area had a nurse constantly looking after people who were waking up from surgery. There I got morphine, which was lovely. Take advantage of it. And they were monitoring my stats while I was waking up. At around 1 o'clock, I was brought into the recovery area where my family was able to join me, and I had a room, in this case, to myself, but that's not always the case, where I was able to sleep, wake up slowly, where nurses would check on me every 20 minutes or so. I got Tylenol 3s there while the morphine was wearing off, and we also picked up additional Tylenol 3s from the pharmacy, which is what I've been taking for the last couple of days at home. We left the hospital around 3:30, 3 o'clock or so. I got home around 3:30. Luckily, we live very, very close to the hospital. It was only a 5-minute drive. But if you have any longer than that, or even a 5-minute drive, I would highly recommend bringing tissues and a garbage bag. The general anesthetic makes you very, very nauseous. If that drive would have been 1 minute longer, I would have been throwing up in the cab, and that would have been very unfortunate. When I got home, it had a very, very quiet evening. I had some juice, a little bit of clear broth, most of which I threw back up. Like I said, very nauseous. That was a little bit hard to take. And so overall, that was my day. I had a couple of naps in the evening when I got home, slept most of the anesthesia off, and that was about it. So a couple of my pointers for getting through the first day of your surgery is have your garbage bags with you. You're gonna need it, unfortunately. That's kind of the reality. Have easy foods to eat available for you. Broth, clear juice, maybe a little bit of a darker juice. I had cranberry, which was really nice. As well as saltines, something very easy on your stomach because you are very nauseous on that first day. Also, I was lucky enough to have 2 people at home with me, my fiance Valère and my mother, who were able to switch back and forth, taking on the responsibilities of looking after me, which really made a big difference for them, and also I didn't feel as bad asking for their help because there was 2 of them. A sippy water bottle, like a sports bottle with a little mouth on it so you don't spill. Holding things was very hard on my first day, so I would actually need help to drink. but also eventually when I got a little bit of strength up in my hands, having that sippy bottle so I didn't need to worry about spilling was very helpful. And lastly, my Tylenol 3s I needed to take every 4 hours for the first day, the surgery day, as well as the second day. I had been taking 2 Tylenol 3s every 4 hours. They recommend one or two, depends on your script, depends on the strength of it, depends on your surgery. But I was taking two every 4 hours, and we had our timer going off every 4 hours, inclusive of the middle of the night to wake me up. You don't want to let it go any further than the 4 hours or the timeline that they recommend, because then you're going to start feeling pain, and you don't want to do that. It takes a while for them to kick in. So overall, the day was much harder than I expected. It's really invasive surgery. It was not easy whatsoever. But it went well. They took 1,300 grams out of the two breasts combined. So that's almost 3 pounds, a pound and a half each approximately. I have no idea what size I am right now. I've got a lot of padding in my chest. You can see most of this is padding. As well, I'm wearing a bra to keep all the padding in. My surgeon asked for us to bring bras to the hospital to keep all the padding on. So I hope that was informative for you if you're having the surgery soon. Give you a little bit of insight as to what to do to prepare for the day of your surgery. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.